Everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what is happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now in CoinMarketCap, XRP is at 27 cents. We can see we are in the red today. But now guys, before we jump into news, I'd like to say I'm not a financial advisor, nor is financial advice, just entertainment value only. Bash your crypto, tweet out.
Kenny, UBI, Universal Basic Income, how would it work? How would you actually distribute the money? Because many people have been saying maybe electronic digital wallets could be the answer to this, but many people don't. Some of the poorest people in society who need it the most don't have access to banks or indeed at the same time the internet even.
That's a very good point, because what we're saying here with testing, not just testing some of this, but making it happen, it has to go hand in hand with what is today probably one of the greatest drivers of a new inequality, which is access to the internet. We've seen now that the pandemic has really pushed us into a virtual world, and those that do not have access, digital means, whether it's to access cash, to access education, new skills, are getting far left behind. So you're seeing a digital gap that's really growing, worryingly so. If I look at in our region, a country like, let's say, the Republic of Korea, over 90% have access to the internet. Then I look not that far away, let's say at Timor-Leste, and it's just over 3% of people have access to the internet. So for UNDP, a big push is to see if this can be supported as a public good, because there's a big difference between the inefficiencies of trying to provide something like a temporary basic income through old cash transfer means and doing it digitally. It's interesting, the UN Secretary General's report just came out on digital finance, and this was co-chaired by the head of UNDP, and one of the findings was that in public accounts, a government transaction, you can save about 40% per transaction. Just think of the efficiency gains in going through digital finance and hence digital wallets. So we've been experimenting with this, including in the Philippines and in other places.
Digital, as we can see, we are testing this and making it happen. Digital wallets, crypto UBI, 40% cost savings on government transactions. Next it comes from XRP OW. Market is crashing, but look at that volume on Fiat Leak. So that's quite interesting, guys. As we can see, the volume but the price of XRP. XRP Yo-Yo has tweeted out, Chris Larson, the days are numbered for Swift.
It's fallen short a little bit. Has it just been harder to create a new kind of money than anybody anticipated?
Yeah, I mean, those are great points, right? And I agree with you. The global financial system we have today is antiquated, right? It's SWIFT correspondent banking. That's how you move value cross-border. That's built in the 70s. Its days are numbered. It has to be replaced. So that was one of the things when Bitcoin came along was, okay, is that the thing? And again, is that the internet of value? And I think a couple of things, Bitcoin has its own idiosyncrasies that make that sort of difficult. One was, I think, the early boosters of it were true libertarians who believed you could go around the existing financial infrastructure. I think that was a mistake because it's the incumbents already have billions of people. It's too expensive. There's lack of access. There's too many errors. It's too slow. Yet, a lot of what they built works really fine. They just got to fix a couple of things. So it would have been better if the Bitcoin early people, I think, would have worked within the system. Bitcoin also has some other issues. It's a probabilistic settlement, right? Because miners can undo things theoretically, and it uses a lot of energy. But so I think also you're right. It's disappointing that Bitcoin kind of went into, hey, we're about store. Remember all that payment stuff we talked about? Well, we're about store value, right? Yeah, and that's kind of largely wealthy people, right? I mean, it's kind of cool, and it's kind of digital gold, and I think that's a great use case for it. But it isn't the promise of billions of people coming online. You've got to work within the system to change the system. That's sort of the path that we've taken. And you also, by the way, they have to have a very efficient, not all of these digital assets are the same. Bitcoin uses a lot of energy that's costly. Someone's got to pay for that. It also is prone to be controlled, and frankly, it's controlled by miners in China. You have to say that it has undue influence by Chinese miners and therefore the government. We think things like XRP are going to be more neutral. They're going to be faster, cheaper, just because of the way it works, and that's what we've embraced, obviously. But you are really seeing some fascinating things. Ethereum.
Swift. When was it built? Decades ago. It needs to be replaced. Again, the days are numbered for Swift, zero doubt. Now guys, we're to the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting. Val Jester tweeted out, last thought of the night. The pic of David Schwartz as a pirate with the eye patch, green background and yellow banana gold. Purple is right there in our face. XRP is purple. BG123 red plus blue. It's hidden. Also, XRP is the heart of the mountain, and Ripple 123 is at the top of the world. As we can see from XRP Maka 11.3, so it begins 1 plus 13 equal 14 heart. What do we see here? So it begins. Once again from Val Jester, 3 pillars. Things happens in threes. Gold September, this represents. The chain in the picture is about to break. Watch the video until the end. The rolled holes have nothing to do with the gems of the months. Again, Val Jester tweeted out, it's only the 2nd of Gold September. The show has just begun. Gold, gold, gold. Wojak has tweeted out, we can see this right here, balance, level playing field, pull loop, BG123, 321 GB, as we can see right here. Page 1, top of page, Meteor, XRP, under that is an owl, supernatural currency, snake equal, history repeats, flip numbers, 11.3 equal presidential election, page 2, second stake design, time travel, back to future, 5.9, 59 days left in year after election till next loop begins, 5.9. Jack the Rippler tweeted out, Ethereum, $5 to $20 fees, Bitcoin $20 to $100 fees, XRP 0 fees. Now I have been trading a few coins on Uniswap, but the fees were actually crazy for Ethereum. It was off the charts. Now this tweet connects to the next tweet from Ryan. We can see this typical Uniswap protocol user experience from the past day. Charge $40 to $50 in gas fees, which is correct, plus 5-hour delays. Transaction fails due to price movement. This is an underlying infrastructure problem with Ethereum. Clear reminder of XRP's superior architecture, scalable, cheaper, and faster. Once again from Wojak, we can see this right here, but this connects to this. Kaboom is tweeted out, full corn moon. What do we see here, guys? Look at the moon. Next tweet comes from Gordon Gecko. Kim Ford, we can see here, wins contract for phase 4 stimulus payments. Also Pat, Ripple both on leadership for faster payments board. Obvious Res is tweeted out, my friends, are you enjoying the beginning of September? It is only the beginning of many surprises. As I often repeat myself, It is during September, October that I'll recharge my bags one last time. These drops are ridiculous. I expect much worse. All rebounds must be shorted. So what do you guys think will happen? It'll be very interesting months upcoming. Enigma is tweet out. 1, 2, 3. Come on. We can see here the Treasury Department is tweet out. Today marks the U.S. Department of the Treasury's 231st birthday. Look at this. The connection being made with numbers. Crypto Mike is tweet out. This right here. I believe 10 days is for the banks. They just turned on quantum financial system. The banking system is switching from SWIFT. My pension letter says September 4th to 21st. This is what I believe is happening. Look at this, guys. In quotations, blackout period. The blackout period will begin, as you can see that. What do we think, guys? What do we think will happen? Christine Lagarde tweeted out this right here. You guys can pause and read this. But if you go down, there's one more tweet. Now we need faster digital transition. Climate protection as a priority. Completed banking union and capital markets union backed by cutting edge payment system. There we go, guys. The final tip for today's video comes from Baba Cugs. Auspicious times on the horizon. AU. But who really knows what is going to happen at the end of the day? But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Feel free to be a member of the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And then guys, see ya.
This is the beginning of the greatest economic cycle this country has had since World War II. And I knew the things that Donald would do, and he hasn't even got started. But this is the eye of the motherfucking storm, the perfect storm. It ain't never going to get any better. Never. This is perfect for the QLA model. If I could have written a prescription or a formula, I couldn't have written it any better. Low interest rates, money's free, you stupid. Massive chaos. And Donald's going to rip the mother economy apart. And he's going to for practice in a good way. This is it. It ain't never going to get anything better. This is like a multiple orgasm the rest of your life, you fucking slags that are in the audience. This is it.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what Dan has to tell me. But as I wrote in one of my blogs, the old man, he's always right. Because he's telling you what you don't want to hear about yourself, but what you know is true. And that is, you're not stepping yourself up. You're not stepping your game up. And you get caught up in fear. As Dan says, false expectations appearing real.